So I'm thinking back to your first TED Talk on ageism in 2011,
Mhm,
Elderhood Rising. It may
mhm,
not be your first TED Talk, but it's certainly something that I've shared with students over the years.
mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about that TED Talk? And would you change anything in that TED Talk now, when we think about 10 years later,
Wow,
well,
yeah.
13 years later? What do you think?
Well, it's interesting. The core of that TED Talk I would not change. I think this notion that there's a contest going on in American society between two largely unspoken ideas, I think remains relevant. So one unspoken idea is that once you reach some vague point in middle age, you stop growing and you stop developing as a person and you enter into a process of decline that we call aging. That's not, people don't say it out loud, but it's a common cultural touch point. Another much less common viewpoint is that we actually have the capacity to grow and develop at every age. And that TED Talk about Elderhood Rising was really about this contest between being an older adult. In other words, older adults are like adults, but they're older and they've declined, but they're still adults. And elderhood, the concept of elderhood is that there's a developmental track that follows adulthood, that supersedes adulthood, in much the same way that adulthood supersedes childhood. And we all kind of get that. So I believe that there's uh, uh, a I say contest, I mean a struggle between these two ideas, a declinist vision of aging and a developmentalist vision of aging. And on the side of declinism is all of popular media, all of kind of conventional wisdom. And on, I'll say, our side, the developmentalist side, is a rich trove of human possibility. And it's going to be interesting to see over the next few decades. Will elderhood rise? We still don't know.
I love the idea of growth and development throughout the lifespan. And I like using that language with
Mhm.
the undergraduate students that I teach at USI. I can say through intergenerational activities that they're involved with, specifically, like, for example, an oral history assignment, when we
Mhm.
compare a younger adult with an older adult, that I see that learning take place where that light bulb goes off and that student or that younger adult says, "Oh yeah, look at they're still growing and developing," and it's those experiences I think are really important for our students, but they're important for everybody, right? Of all people of all ages.